What is up, guys? Patrick for Anime Tech here. I'd like to welcome all the boys and girls and anime fans alike to this, the weekly anime news. First off, would like to say this is the 5 reasons dubbed is or subbed is better, but I will like to go over a couple of the reasons, my personal reasons, why sometimes dubbed can be better than the subbed. So, without further ado, they're going to use a lot of Naruto references just because, by the way, the article is that I'm reading, because it is like the most popular anime out there. Just so you guys know, because even all you haters, I personally don't really mind Naruto. I mean, other than it has last for since 2002. So, yeah, they could have went on with the story a little bit longer, but or a little bit shorter. But anyways, here we go. This is by inverse.com. 5 reasons anime subs are better than dubs. Anime fans know there are 2 ways that we can watch our shows, though dubs. Wait, what? Though? Oh, shows through dubs or through subs. Dubbing refers to the process of removing the original Japanese vocal track of a given anime, replacing it with one's native language. Subbing refers to subtitles that are placed at the bottom of the show so the audience can read along the actions occurred in the background. Some people completely refer to watching dubbed anime opposed to subbed anime. I have no problem with that personally, which is fine for multiple reasons. Some people do not enjoy reading while they are trying to watch anime shows and feel as if the subtitles distract from what is going on. Other people prefer to watch the to watch the show in their native tongue. And if you are like me, you may have started watching a specific dubbed anime like Dragon Ball Z, or in my case, like Naruto. I mean, Dragon Ball Z I watched when I was a kid, whatever. And now it feels weird to watch it in Japanese. Whatever the reason may be, or case, whatever. Everybody has a preference on how they. I don't know why I'm really tired. It's like 4 a.m. They choose to watch anime, but the struggle of watching subbed anime is much better than watching dubbed anime for a whole host of reasons, relating mainly to the nonsense nature of Japanese, a language that loses its nonce or nonce. I don't know, nonce. When never heard that word honestly. When anime becomes dubbed, it doesn't translate well into other language, and this is the truth. I've come across quite a few like this, but whatever. Naruto's one big example for the believe it word. Like they'll go over here. Every language has words that mean something different based on context, dialect, phrase, or style of speaking. For example, take the word dub, which is being used throughout this article. In this context, we know that I am referring to dubbed anime, but the word itself has several meanings depending on where you are. For some people, it can mean also the street language for it can mean something different too, other than these words here. For some people, it can mean that something is lame, i.e., this party is dubbed. In other cases, it could mean $20 worth of marijuana. Like I said, it's street language, i.e., swing me $20 so I can get this dub. Japanese works the same way, and very harshly, by the way. Like, you can say something in this tone and say something like a little bit deeper, like just like this, and it can mean something completely different. For example, Naruto's known for the phrase data bayu, which in the word translates into believe it. But data bayu, I'm just going to pronounce it like that. I'm butchering this word, I'm sure. Does not necessarily translate into believe it. Naruto uses it. This is actually how you get it in the sub, just so you know. It's more known as a sense of you know. This is actually how you get in the sub version because I've watched it too. It's where it's at right now, so sad I know, but it's been over. I watched it as it came out, pretty much. So it's been a while. I've been watching it for a long time. After a while, the dub version stopped including the phrase altogether, which took away from Naruto as a character. More on this idea later, which it really did. I just can't. Ugh, it just bitters me. We hear them all the time when we're watching anime. San, Chan, Kun, all of these hono, hono, honorifics have different meanings and could tell a lot about how a character feels about another character based on the honorific that they use. For example, let's say Naruto is one. Naruto, it's one of the more popular anime. Forgive the constant Naruto examples. Uses the kun suffix, which usually uses when speaking to Sasuke, which with Kakashi. This would imply some form of disrespect because Kakashi is older and supposed to be Naruto's teacher. We encounter this problem in English sometimes as well. The use of first names is extremely informal and can be taken as disrespectful in Japanese. The same nuance is applied when using honorifics. On to number 3, the use of sentence ending particles. Yes, this is one of my biggest things. But anyways, in Japanese, the particles that end in a sentence can usually make or break any given sentence. For example, let's say Naruto were to be having a conversation about how pretty Hinata is. If Naruto were to say Hinata-san kirei desu yo, it would translate into Hinata is pretty. The yo ending implies some sort of emphasis. If he were to say Hinata-san kirei desu ni, it would translate into Hinata is pretty, isn't she? The ni ending suggests that the speaker is looking for some form of confirmation from the other person. Yes, I know that you may be thinking that the particles can easily be translated into English, and therefore none of the meaning is lost, right? It can, yeah, but also no. And on to number 4, the character's mannerisms can be lost. I have seen this in numerous animes, and it is true, it really can. More on that, though, later, after I get done reading this article. For many characters, the ending particle is a primary piece of who they are. As a character, remember, in number 1, I said that removing the phrase Debiyayo took away from Naruto as a character. Naruto uses the yo ending a lot. It is because he is bold and loud character, but as a story developer, we see that Naruto has a lot of hidden anger, resentment, and pain, and uses the yo character not to only affirm his statements to others, but also to himself. In One Piece, Treble, one of the Doflamingo's elite officers, constantly uses the ni ending. If used constantly, it can become quite annoying and imply that you are trying to rub something in someone's face. The ending plays a lot into who each character is, and depending on what is used, then it says a lot about the character types and personalities. And finally, for the last one, dubs can sometimes change the effect of meaning of the show. And here's an example: butt cheeks, no butt cheeks. And this is my most infuriating thing about getting dubbed. But I understand it from a business standpoint as it goes on here. But from a personal standpoint, it kind of annoys me, to be honest. In many cases, dubbed anime can be changed to more accommodating of child audiences, but this can mean changing the entire meaning of the show and the personality of some of its most important characters. Dragon Ball Z is the best example of how things can be completely different when the language of the show changes. In the dubbed version of Dragon Ball Z, Goku sounds like a grown man with a partially deep voice. The way he acts can simply be seen as being a playful father, but in Japanese version of the anime, Goku sounds like a child. this was obviously a character choice by the creators of the show, his voice gives us completely different perspective of how we view Goku as a character. It is not not that he is simply a playful father, he is actually a kid, and that is why he shuns his responsibilities and would rather train than do work. He is exactly like his children. I still, and then actually the author goes on here. He goes, it still it still remains a preferential, I don't know, preferential thing, preferred thing, because I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. Rurouni Kenshin, I never heard of that, I don't know. I'm just out of date on anime, guys. As dubbed anime, I cannot imagine watching the show in a way any other way, but there is certainly an eerie of authenticity when the show is in its native language. Changing the language just to make it easier on viewers who do not understand the native language can seem like a cop-out at times, but try the different methods and decide on you, like which one on you like better. But just know that you do miss out on something when choosing to stick with a dubbed anime. And I have to say I agree on pretty much all of these. I really do. The author really does make some good points on everything. But I'm going to give you guys a couple of the reasons in rare cases that the dubbed anime can be better than the subbed for literally like one reason, and that is the voice acting. Like, take Clannad for example. I watched Clannad from the English first, and I thought it was going to be horrible. Completely just, no. I mean, honestly, I was new at anime back then, okay? So I just, I watched. I mean, dubbed anime is a really good way to get started. That's how everybody pretty much gets started, pretty much, is they watch, like, say, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach. I just finished Bleach, by the way. The ending was alright, not that great. Anyways, back on point. You can do that. I mean, I was new, but I watched the English version and it bawled my eyes out because it was so sad. Because of the acting, the way they made you feel. The actors, I can't remember who it was that played the main character. Oh, what was his name? Kakashi, I think. I don't know. No, not Kakashi. It's from Naruto. But anyways, the one who really sold it was Nagisa from there. I don't know who played her. I cannot remember. It's been probably a year and a half since I actually watched that anime, but that made me cry my balls out, or bawl my eyes out. Yeah, I'm not editing that out. It made me cry made me bawl my eyes out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just said that. Whatever. But the acting was so good, it made me do that. Then I watched the Japanese version. I couldn't feel it. It just literally just did not settle right. I could not feel the emotion that they were putting out. They did not put out great emotion to me. I thought the acting was pretty terrible, personally. And that's what can sometimes make or break an anime for English versus subbed. Yes, you can lose a lot of context depending on, for one, the editors, the studio, and the director. And the way the studio wants it produced, they want it. It depends on what audience you're trying to get it to. Like children, you might want to take out some of the stuff because people are a little bit sensitive nowadays. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? A little bit sensitive. They need to be in their little comfort zone because they're little bitches. But anyways, I'm just tired of that. And also, connections towards the character. Sometimes how can you be connected to a character who you can't understand? Like, the way that you talk, sometimes, like, that character that character's like stupid. But then you listen to it in your native language, you're like, and they say the exact same things, but in a different tone. In a different tone can make the difference. And you're like, he's not stupid, he's just the way he is. Okay, yeah. But, in those rare cases, the dubbed can be better than the subbed. But it just, and most of it is on the acting, personally. But some people are like, fuck the dubs. No. You can't be like that. Sometimes they can be better than the actual subs. But also, 90% of the time, though, I've come across the subbed is way better than the dubbed. So, it just depends. A lot of times, a lot of it can be the voice change, like they were talking about there, where the voice in the Japanese anime can be really low for that character, or in the dubbed, it can be really high and just not sound right, or the wrong vocal tone, and it can be vice versa with the it'd be vice versa, low tone, whatever, but it's just ridiculous, some of this stuff. But also, I was gonna say something just now. I should have made notes. It's ridiculous, But before I keep on rambling, you guys, that's pretty much all I got for today. Before you guys go, I would love if you could actually click that like button. It helps out a lot. If not, hit that thumbs down button. I mean, what thumbs down button? You like all my videos. And this will be subscribed to me. I need more subscribers, please. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. This is Patrick from Anime Tech, signing out. This has been your weekly anime news.